Hello. Simon says grab a wrench.
Let's start rebuilding the solenoid contact portion of the starter by removing the housing cover. Then this plunger comes out. This plunger we're going to replace. Usually comes in a kit. You can see the contacts are real clean and the other one's eaten up. We'll look at this more later. Now what it contacts with is this little tab on the side. There's the new one. We'll have to get the old one off. This one's stuck on a little bit. Now assembly of this portion, of course, is the reverse order. Now there's a paper that goes on this assembly right here. And it didn't come out of this starter, so I just left it in there. We'll see the paper on the other terminal. Now this one has an alignment pin on the plastic. And that's so when we put the battery cable on, we're not twisting the connection around. When we tighten this down, it doesn't matter if this square nut is a little bit crooked. What really matters is the contact is parallel with the housing where the two blue arrows are. This picture also shows the little brown paper insulator that sometimes will come out. In this case it did not, so I left it. Now we're going to tighten this nut down to 13 foot-pounds. And then again, we want to make sure that contact is parallel with the housing, as shown here. Now let's do the other side. Now this side has a wire on it we want to be real careful of. Luckily this contact came loose fairly easy. And this side also the little paper insulator is going to come out. And there's also an O-ring on this side. Now we replace the little contactor. So we're going to go through the wire, then we'll have our plastic, then our O-ring, then our paper insulator. Be sure and align that the way it originally came out. We'll see it in the picture. Then we have the exterior plastic insulator, a washer, and the nut, and this will be tightened to 13 foot-pounds. And this one is right with the contact parallel to the housing and the paper insulator underneath. The contact on this wire looks really corroded, so I'm just going to grab some sandpaper and shine it up until you see the original metal come through. We also want to make sure the contact surface on the nut is clean. Now if this little ball bearing comes out, it goes way down in there, where the solenoid plunger goes. Now let's install the plunger and take a look at how the electrical side of the starter works. When you turn the key, that plunger is pulled in, and now the power from the battery goes to the starter motor. Looking at the mechanical side of the solenoid, when the solenoid is drawn in from the magnetic field, it pushes the pinion gear out to engage with the flywheel. And when the starter motor is running, it turns the flywheel and starts your engine. Now we can start wrapping this up by putting the housing cover back on. And we tighten these screws up only to 34 inch-pounds, not real tight. We can put our little boot cover on. I ended up tie strapping that on. And we're done. Thanks for watching.